Ladies and gentlemen, this is our semi-main event. IAAF Australian Middleweight Championship. Ladies and gentlemen, your referee in charge of the action, working in overdrive, the man in total black, Peter Clark. Ringside judges, Bryce Birtwistle, fresh from Melbourne's Crown Casino. Jeff Hutchison, the man in red, and Miss Jackie Simic. Your ringside physician, Dr. George Yanko. Ladies and gentlemen, would you welcome on my right, occupying the red corner, originally from Hobart, now based in Preston, Victoria, integral part of the Master David Trainer Fitzroy Stars Championship Gymnasium. He brings in a center ring a record of 3 bouts, scaling 72.55 kilograms. Wearing black and blue, black trunks, would you welcome Duncan Haigh. Ladies and gentlemen, occupying the blue corner on my left, trained by former outstanding interstate, international boxer Murray Thompson. This young man from Woorolloc, one of the pioneers of kickboxing and martial arts, Victorian champion, 2 times Australian champion, 17 bouts, 14 wins, scaling 72.80 kilograms. Would you welcome from Woorolloc, the Lightning, Nick Lundh. Wearing Bombers colours of red and black. Peter Clark to give final instructions. 5 rounds for the Australian Middleweight Championship. Okay, referee's instructions in center ring.
Gentlemen, this is a 5-round fight, and I want to make it clearly understood right now up front, there will be no lead kicking. Understand? Lead kicking will take an instant point off either fighter. Okay? In the event of a knockdown, you head to the nearest neutral corner or to the corner that I direct you to. If you're caught in a scrummage at any time, don't raise your hands in surrender. I'm going to call fight out or fight on. Is there any questions from the blue corner? Any questions from the red corner? Gentlemen, touch the gloves now and in the last. Good luck.
Well, we are ready to rumble in our next event. This one for the IAAF Australian Middleweight title between Duncan Haigh out of the red corner with Dana the trainer Goodford. And out of the blue corner, the man they call Lightning, Nick Lundh.
Well, Nick Lundh, Michael, is looking in superb condition here tonight. Looks like he's had no absence from the ring at all.
Lundh dancing about the ring. Nice front kick off the left leg there from Haigh. Nick Lundh with Murray Thompson, predominantly a boxing trainer in his corner. Nice short left to the head there from Lightning Nick Lundh. They tie up in the centre of the ring. Oh, beautiful left round kick to the head by Lundh. Mark the hammer. If he would have connected a bit harder, it could have been lights out.
Well, watch Nick Lundh's legs because there's something special. The man has excellent technique when it comes to the kicking department, Michael. Give him enough room and he'll let a lot more of those go.
A tentative start by Duncan Haigh. Lundh firing out the wild right uppercut. Oh, spinning crescent kick there by the Lightning, Nick Lundh. And they're the types of exciting kicks you will see in full contact above waist fighting. High left round kick to the head there by Lundh. Haigh fires back with the front kick to the midsection. Straight right there by Lundh.
Lundh's got to look out for Haig's left hook because I feel that would be his best weapon. I think he's a bit of a boxer. Fighting a bit of a kicker with Nick Lundh. Duncan Haigh from the Dana Goodson stable. Recently moved from Tasmania, I believe.
That's correct, Hammer.
With the bright lights of Melbourne kickboxing now. I'd go out on a limb and say probably the toughest kickboxing in Australia happens right here in Melbourne.
You've hit the nail on the head again, Hammer. Pardon the pun. Nice right hand there by Lightning Nick Lundh. Oh, another right hand to the jaw there by Lundh.
Short right from Nick Lundh.
There's the end of the first round of action. I like what I'm seeing from Lightning Nick Lundh at the moment,
well,
Mark.
Nick Lundh is certainly got a very high level of skill. the young man. So Duncan Haigh is going to really have to keep his guard up high, because if he drops those hands for even a split second, Michael, those kicks are going to come straight over the top of the gloves and connect to the neck or the side of the head. And that's what Duncan Haigh's main concern is going to have to be. On the other hand, Nick Lundh is going to have to be wary of Duncan Haigh's left hook, because I believe, and I've been told, that is probably his best weapon.
All is in readiness for the second round of action. This one for the Australian middleweight title. Duncan Haigh out of the red corner, lightning. Nick Lundh out of the blue corner. A good first round it was for the man with lightning in his kicks, Nick Lundh. Big right hand there by Lundh, almost found the mark. Spinning back kick there by Lundh. Great agility from him. Oh, stinging left hand there by Nick Lundh, ripping the head back of Duncan Haigh.
See, Nick Lundh has a very wide stance, which enables him to rip out those spinning kicks. Duncan Haigh a lot more of a sort of a walk-up fighter, very square on. Probably favouring the hand department.
Spinning back kick again, followed by a front kick from lightning Nick Lundh. Great agility to put together those kicking combinations. Oh, a thumping right hand to the jaw there by lightning Nick Lundh. Follows it up with a right uppercut and a stinging left.
Duncan Haig's got to be mobile, because if he just sits there and lets Nick tick off at him, it's going to be his demise. He's got to stick and move.
Haigh got caught with the left hand and then with the right. Here goes lightning Nick Lundh against the rope. He drops Duncan Haigh. Listen to the crowd explode. Referee Peter Clark applies the count. Duncan Haigh dropped in this round. He says he's okay to continue. Will Lundh go for the knockout now? Lightning Nick Lundh fires at the left hand. Duncan Haigh in a world of hurt at the moment. Lundh fires back with the right hand. Haigh taking more knocks to the front door. Here goes lightning Nick Lundh. A high kick by Lundh.
Haig's going to have to be mobile and either keep away from Lundh at this stage or tie him up. Just try and last out this round.
Continues to pressure Duncan Haigh. Chopping away. Haigh hanging on for survival. And there it is, the end of the round. A really strong one, that one, Mark, from the lightning Nick Lundh.
Lightning Nick Lundh is just powering up as the fight progresses and doing what we've come to expect of him. He's certainly one exciting fighter, Nick Lundh. Always a pleasure to watch. I've seen him on a number of occasions, and he's a very entertaining fighter, and you can take that from a fighter's point of view. I like watching him. He's got the kicks and sharpen up on his hands. He's doing a bit of work, or he's done a lot of work rather, with Murray Thompson down there at the fitness factory, and along the lines with bringing his hands up to his leg kicking ability, which is probably right on the money at this stage. Duncan Haigh has certainly got his job cut out for him.
Mark the Hammer, what would Blitz Hall of Famer Dana Goodson be saying to Duncan Haigh at the moment?
I think he'd be advising Duncan to try and cut Nick's legs off. Don't let him have too much airtime with those legs by standing back too much and letting him tick off. Be mobile, getting close, work the hands, be either in or out. They'd be in that danger period in between where Nick Lundh is going to be able to land the kicks as he has been doing.
Lightning strikes in centre ring here, folks, at the Knox Netball Centre. Nick Lundh on the warpath yet again. A high side kick to the face there by Lightning Nick Lundh. A spinning back kick. He planted him like a tree on the chest with that one. Lightning Nick Lundh. No shortage of brilliance from him so far. Duncan Haigh looking a little out of his depth here against Lundh.
It takes a lot of energy to throw those spinning kicks, Michael, and we're into the third round here, and Nick Lundh still got him coming. That's a great effort from him.
Ooh, the right hand came close, but no cigar for Nick Lundh. He caught him there with the right hand on that occasion.
I think the left side of Duncan Haigh's face has worn a few right hands, Michael. He's one tough customer from the Dana Goodson stable. They breed him hard over there.
Those right hands will take the starch right out of Duncan Haigh. There's another to the jaw. It's batting practice at the moment for Nick Lundh. Nice right hand again, and another one from Lundh. Duncan Haigh in a world of hurt. Lundh on a demolition mission. He wants to put him away. Haigh got rubber legs straight. He goes down in the blue corner. Listen to the crowd explode. Referee Peter Clark. It's good night, Irene. The towel being thrown in by trainer Dana Goodson.
Well,
It's a victory for Lightning Nick.
A brave battle by Duncan Haigh, but Nick Lundh, gold class all the way, Michael. Certainly putting a brilliant performance here tonight. Clubbing right hand, excellent spinning kicks. Where you see it, you've got to appreciate that. Such skill and ability from this man. He's looking superb, looking a picture of fitness here tonight, Nick Lundh. And Duncan Haigh, not up to the challenge, but I'm sure he'll be back into the gym and preparing for his next challenge. But, may I say, what a brilliant performance once again by Nick Lundh. Take my hat off to him, an outstanding performer.
Ladies and gentlemen, well done, Michael. 1 minute, 40 seconds of round 3. Referee Peter Clark, acting on the advice from Master Dana Goodson, called it off. Your winner and new IAAF Australian Middleweight Champion, the Lightning Nick Lundh.
Well, there you have it, Mark the Hammer. Lightning strikes in centering Nick Lundh, the new Australian champion.
Very aptly put, Michael, and Nick Lundh, as I said, a deserving Australian champion. IAAF. Great technique shown from him. Exactly what any up-and-coming fighter should be inspiring towards. The type of technique that we've seen Nick Lundh throwing here tonight. What a great effort.
You're in the big league now. You're in Melbourne town where all the great champs are. You've had a pretty formidable opponent. You showed plenty of heart there.
Well, thanks. I'd just like to thank everyone for giving me the chance to come along tonight and have a go. Not really my favourite set of rules for contact. I'm more of a Thai fighter.
More of a Muay Thai fighter, knees and elbows and that stuff.
Yeah. So this was a bit of a departure for me, even just losing the leg kick.
But you'll be back.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Master Dana, good to see you again. Master Dana, Nick Lundh, he's got all the moves, back flicks and all that sort of stuff. It was a big project right from the start, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, it was Tazzy's fourth fight, so I think he just deserves a little hand, having 4 fights, fighting the 2 times the same thing. Somebody pulled out. They asked me, you want a chance? I'd like to give everybody a chance. This chance, Nick was just a little bit too experienced for him, but hey, I got a couple more boys in the gym would like to have a go at you. I got about 35 fighters. I got 5 want you.
Okay, Duncan Haigh, Master Dana the trainer. Murray, come in too. Nick, we had a little chat before the show. It's good to catch up with you again because you're always smiling. You're a family man. You've got family responsibilities, but you're looking good, looking sharp in there because you've been a champ for a long time.
Yeah, well, that's right, Howard. Thanks.
You're only a young man, of course.
Oh, most definitely. Very young, very young. Okay, all right, be quick. Okay, basically I'd just like to thank the promoters of the night, and especially Duncan Haigh, of course. Yeah, good clap. Obviously, Donnie Passel, the New Zealand champion, pulled out due to injury, and Duncan Haigh sort of stepped in place, and I am very grateful for that. I especially want to thank Murray, my new trainer. He's actually my boxing trainer, but the most respected trainer that I've ever seen. And as I say, I'd like to thank my family, all my supporters down here, my sponsors. Thank you very much. Okay, thank you.
Nick Lundh. Okay, there's big challenges here from Chris Collard and Pat Christovi. Pat, come in the centre ring. Okay, Pat Christovi and Chris Collard. Bring them in the ring, Dana. Bring Chris Collard, the Aboriginal warrior. Chris, you're prepared to challenge Nick Lundh?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll challenge anyone, anywhere, anytime. As long as I fight, that's my goal.
Okay, Dana?
He's the Australian champion. Australian champion, Australian champion. I think that's a good goal. How about the next time? How would you guys like to see that?
Okay, you've got guys queuing up all the way, so you're going to have a busy schedule for the rest of the year, Nick.
Yeah, it's certainly a lot to think about, and I guess where the money is where I go.
Short and sweet. Murray Thompson, you've been schooling Nick with amateur boxing and kickboxing. He's got a busy itinerary coming up, maybe, so he'll have to be in the gym nearly every night from now on, Murray.
Yeah, hopefully we can get him a few boxing fights as well. So just see what happens. We'll take the challenges as they come.
Okay, Murray Thompson and Nick Lightning Lundh. We're going to have a 15-minute break and we'll be back with our main event.